Moving up practice today because it's starting to snow. Is it snowing out there yet?
Yes.
It is. So we got a Mill Air flight at supposed to be 4 o'clock. Now it's 3 o'clock, and hopefully we can take off in time out of Colorado Springs and get to Reno because the weather, I guess the weather's supposed to get bad. Yesterday was beautiful, right? Yesterday was beautiful, 60 degrees. People were out catching baseball, grilling, and today we got snow, right? But that's just the way it is. So Reno tomorrow, Nevada. Yes, Nevada tomorrow. And then Saturday, San Diego State coming in, who has the bye this week. And is it 23-0? 23-0. So they will stay at 23-0 because they're not playing anybody. And that's a Frank Serratori. Frank, because we had the bye on Saturday, Coach Serratori said he's 22-0 all time in bye games. So we were, right? And he said, enjoy your Saturday. You have a bye. So coming back off last week, we had one game last week. We had the Fresno State game here at home, tied at halftime. Not so great in the second half. New Williams got free and shot the ball extremely well, and Nate Grimes came back from a suspension with a double-double, and a little bit too much for us, and we lose that game at home. Gives us our fourth loss in a row. So now we've got to get healthy with 2 on the road, 1 at home in the next 3-game stretch. We have Reno, Nevada, San Diego State, and then at Boise before we get back home. I mean, obviously we're home on Saturday. So, but Nevada lost at Boise on Saturday. Was down 22, cut it to 3, and then lost double figures at Boise. So a team that's really perimeter oriented. We've played them once already, but that was December 7th. That's been a long time. So they've changed a little bit. We've changed a little bit. So. We're excited to play. We had a really good week of practice. We took a couple days off because we needed it. We had a stretch there with a lot of travel, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yes, 3 really good days of practice. We feel energized. Our legs, I think, are back with us, and now we travel to Reno and hopefully make some shots and defend some shots and get one on the road.
Considering the funk you guys were in, how was it much needed having the week off?
It was. Probably great timing. For us just because the travel in between. I think we went to Utah, came home, and then we went to San Jose and then came home and then played right away. We had the 2 Tuesday games, and I'm not a big fan of the Tuesday games, but we have 2 more. We have obviously tomorrow, the next Tuesday. I like the Wednesday, Saturday because you get, especially with our class schedule and academics, we get to space it out a little more. But anyway, you got to go play when you play, and so it was a great time for us to have that.
Are you not allowed to play earlier than 9 or on Tuesdays? Or
it seems like if it's that ESPN game, it's at 9 o'clock, and that's late. That's nap days, right? Yeah. So, but tomorrow, 8 local, 8 there, right? 9 here. Yeah. So, so a little bit earlier, but hopefully we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Biggest concern on the road, it seems like, for lack of better words, you're just a different team.
We are, and they are too. You see, they're home. They're 9-2 at home, 1-7 on the road. We've got to get off to a good start. Let me say that we've got to get off to a good start offensively. I think we get off to a good start offensively, make some shots, and we're better defensively, and it carries over with us. And because they shoot the ball extremely well, and we don't want their guards to get active early. We're going to do a few things different than we did the first time playing against them, and hopefully that'll come into favor for us and be an advantage for us early in the game.
I guess in the last week, have you figured things out a little bit? Because it doesn't seem like of all the teams you've coached, this might be your most confident team, and yet you're 500.
Yes, and it's got to be a better effort, glass and defense, contesting shots and rebounding, and we're going to do a few things defensively different than maybe we've done earlier, just to put ourselves in a better position of containing the ball, contesting it, and then rebounding it. And that's got to be a big part for us. And it starts out top with our guards of containing and keeping the ball out, because we're catching ourselves in a lot of help and recover situations. We're putting 2 defenders on the ball, and now they're getting a spray it to a shooter, and he's making shots.
And then last one from me. I know you don't like to look ahead, but why is San Diego State so good?
Yeah. Last year, Coach Dutcher, he's a great guy, really good coach. He kept saying, and they were good last year. They go to the championship game, and he said, my best team is the team I have sitting out. We're going to be really good next year. And he had senior guards. And that's hard to say when you have senior guards. But Malachi Flynn, the guard that came in, was sitting out last year. He's really good. He's up on the Wooden Watch for top 25 players and one of the best point guards in the country. He really controls them offensively, and they're better offensively as well. And then the other kid that was out last year, Yanni Wetzel's a post player. He can really move his feet. He's an Australian. He was a tennis player, really active around the basket, can step out a little bit. They've always been a good defensive team, but I think now you take to another level where offensively they got weapons, and they're pretty good. I think they're very well worthy of a top 4 ranking. I think this week they were 4 again because the top 3 stayed with their wins this week.
And I'm just going to piggyback off of that, looking ahead as well. The top 4 ranked team in the country, undefeated. When was the last time we've had a team ranked that high here in the Springs? Do you know?
Brigham Young, BYU with Jimmer Fredette.
Utah was 4. I don't think they were quite top 10.
Not 10.
I think Utah.
Nevada was top 7 last year, but I think they dropped right before they came here, so they were 11. 4 is the highest, and who? Utah.
Yeah, mid-90s.
Mid-90s. Before I was born, mid-90s. I heard about it, but we had Nevada and we had New Mexico that one year. They were 11 or 12 or something like that. Yeah, 10, 11. Yeah, but no. What's neat about that team coming in? I mean, you can go up the road to Colorado, and I don't think a Pac-12 team can come in ranked that high because their highest ranked team maybe is Oregon at 10 or 13. So for this state, the Mount West brings the highest ranked team in, and obviously here in Clune on Saturday. So we hope a lot of fans come out, support our Falcons, and but that's after Nevada, after we come home from Nevada.
And I'm going to be annoying and ask just one more question about the matchup because you guys have played so well at home, and the opportunity of an undefeated team with this kind of storyline, I mean, it's got to be there, right?
I think it'd be challenging and be exciting for our guys. And we've had an opportunity here in the last couple of years to beat a San Diego State team who was ranked once 23rd and once 12 or 13 or something when they came in. So we've had an opportunity to win some of those games. But that'll be a neat atmosphere, environment, and a neat opportunity to play a team like that.
Coach,
I thought you said you were.
Yeah, well,
you're like Brett today.
I miss you. So I wasn't here last week, and I didn't get my great questions to you. So did you do anything different this week? Take a different approach, or did you take an emotional approach, or maybe stay practical? I don't know.
Positivity, just really positive. I mean, we can say, and I think a lot of coaches do this. I mean, you can watch some tape and you can get mad at your guys and frustrated. We didn't do this and do that. Well, you know what? We're not signing anybody to a 10-day contract. We're not going to bring anybody else in. We're not trading anybody. The trade deadline is not coming up. These are our guys, and we love these guys. Have we done exactly what we thought? No, but that's all of us, me at the first. So we've done some good things, though, but maybe it's not showing up in a win. So what have we done well? Let's show those things. Okay, we've executed this. We've done that. So let's work on some of the things that we've done well and get better at those, and then let's try to close that gap of some things we haven't done as well. And I think that's been really good. And I thought Thursday we took the day off as well as Wednesday, and just to clear some things. And our guys came in and shot on their own, did some stuff. But I heard from them too. They enjoyed that day too, just to get caught up on some of the things they had to do non-basketball, and it freed some of the things that they had on their mind. And then we were really good Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yesterday we had a really good practice. But I think that's the thing is stay positive. 8 games left in the conference tournament. There's still a lot of basketball to be played. And again, they're good people, and we're gonna flip it.
So some hugs.
Yes, yeah. Not Garney, but yeah.
Hey, Coach, can you talk a little bit about San Diego State, Steve Fisher, the ALS thing?
Yes, the Mount West is in agreement with the ALS Foundation to support that cause, which is a great cause, and all the teams that go out to play in San Diego this year wear the pin as coaches and the team warm up for the players. But we are not traveling to San Diego State, so we're going to honor that here at our game on Saturday. And Coach Fisher's been a great friend and a great person in his family, and obviously his son Mark, I think 8 years ago, was diagnosed with ALS in his early 30s, and it catches you when you go out there to play. Coach Fisher will bring Mark to the game, and Coach and Angie, Miss Angie, his wife, where they have to take their 30-some-year-old son out of the car and put him in his wheelchair and get him to the game. And Mark's just a positive person. We text quite often. He won't travel and make the game, but we want to make sure we do our part for the Mount West, for the ALS Foundation, and then also show our support to the Fisher family. Thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate that.